everyone. This is Tabassum Hussain. I'm here with Charles Moles, Director of Americas Program at Queen's University. So I wanted to give you some information about this program and what the challenges are, that how students cope with a lot of stress and how much stress they threw us on us. So and how do we deal with that and the future aspects as well after you you reach you get your degree and afterward you go into your professional life.
Great.
So how about Charles, if you introduce, and first of all, thank you very much for joining and giving me some time on that.
Thank you for having me here. Great to see everybody today. So my name is Charles and I'm the director of the Americas program, Executive MBA Americas program here with Queen's and Cornell. So this program started 15 years ago, and it's a program that we run jointly with Cornell University. Every year we have about 160 students from approximately 20 or 21 different cities and join the program, and we had a big number. We deliver the program through video conferencing and residential sessions, which is very exciting. And because we do it that way, we're able to contact people from all over North and South America and different industries, different backgrounds, different experiences. Really brings a great diverse group of people together.
That's really nice, and I'm seeing the practicality because I'm hearing a lot about the workload, what we should expect, but the residency sessions, they actually taught it really that how you should keep your work-life balance. Like you are throwing so many assignments on us with a deadline for the midnight, and then we have evening engagements to go out and have some fun as well. So yes, that's really practical. So I wanted to know that how you were able to, because MBA programs and all these detailed education and experiences, it takes a lot of time and effort. So how you were able to package that together in 17 months, it's a huge task, and I'm seeing that how successfully you are able to implement it as well.
Well, it's always a challenge. You know, we always wish we had more time. I think every professor we talk to wishes they had another day. Every professor we talk to wishes they could add another course to the program. So, you know, part of our work in organizing this program is really trying to identify the key things that need to be in it and trying to get it into a 17-month time frame. So it's not always easy. It's hard. We have to pack things in. So you'll find when you do the residential sessions, they're going to be very intensive. You can have a lot of work, a lot of schoolwork to do, a lot of social work to do, meaning you need to network with your teammates and classmates. Also, you have your kind of personal life, your family life ongoing, as well as most people have work life going. So trying to manage all four of these things is really crucial. And that's part of the intention, especially of this opening session, is trying to identify how you're going to fit all of this in. And we'd like to try to put a lot of activity in that first 2 weeks because it forces you to start prioritizing and forces you to start working with your teammates.
And sleep deprived.
Sleep deprived as well. So everybody becomes very tired.
We all are, but we are so excited for all these programs, what we are getting into. And you mentioned something about the professors that they want to add more day, and we have the same feeling. We really want to get connected with them afterwards as well, and I'm very open that all of the staff and the professors are very open that we can get connected even that their course ends as well, right?
Great, yeah.
So the kind of culture I'm seeing here, developing the lifelong relationships, I think that is really nice, and I'm looking forward to connect with all the network, the past graduates and everyone. So get ready, I'm coming. So, I also wanted to know that, do you have any prominent, because it is an intense program, people practically, it's a huge milestone. People see it as a huge milestone of their career, right? So do you remember, or you can recall any huge success factors, like where you see that, students were able to go out and make a difference in the organizations, in the community, or, in their career or whole?
That's exactly the point why people do an executive MBA. So most people are interested in expanding their network, learning the tools, and growing themselves and their businesses. And so we have a number of notable alumni. A couple that come to my mind right away is the president of IBM Canada. Is a graduate of this program, as well as the president of Novartis Europe, who's a large pharmaceutical company. He now lives he has a home in England and in Paris, London and Paris, and so he works there. There are many others. I just can't think of them all right now, but on some statistics, I think last year's class started about a year and a half ago, and as of now, we've had about 70% of our students change their job and their role. The graduating class that just left, they're about 85% who have changed their job during the program. So it's a really remarkable program to network and also to move your career forward.
That's really nice. And being an alumni, I feel that we are connected with all of those people who ever have been graduated from there and who will graduate afterwards. It's a huge networking opportunity, and I would like to share that how did I felt in the residency. I really love the way residency started, from the personality assessment to the leadership training to the networking and everything. I feel that, because there are stages of the team development. You start, you form, you storm, and then you normalize, and then you become a high performance team. It takes some time, right? So I was amazed that how you were able to crush that time and do it in a very 2-3 days. We were like the team building and all those challenges what we have done as the team, excitement and understanding and all the debriefs of the meetings and everything. That was quite, I think they worked as a catalyst to bring us together, right? So whole team. So we got an opportunity to work with, just for audience to know that it's not that we were working only within our teams, which is like 5 to 8 in general members, but on the whole group, like 90 people, 95 people, you get a chance, and you have been forced to go into other teams, and all of a sudden you have to lead them. So like there's a team of very new people, like you have never connected to them. Now you need to quickly understand their psychology, put up a plan, get into the execution, and generate the results as well, right? So it's pretty intense, but it is so exciting for maybe because I'm IMD personality, so everything becomes so exciting and challenging for me. But I really enjoyed that fact of to be able to connect with every single person on a personal level, not on only the classroom level, but on the personal level. You are able to understand them, right? So those programs and trainings actually opened up those areas. And in my observation, I understand that these programs should not only be implemented only in the educational institutions, but the organizations.
Absolutely.
On the organization level, if they can develop and put these programs as a trainings and development necessities, they can handle a lot of and minimize a lot of problems or obstacles which arise because of the conflicts. And the human resource, because what do you think, by the way, because I'm very much sure that you're connected with a lot of students, when they come back to you, what challenges they shared as a major issue when they go into the organization in their growth, in their career, or as a business itself, like what are the main challenges do we see?
There's so many challenges for students in the corporate world today. I think that some of the things that we hear from students often is that they're not recognized for their talents, and that they don't a lot of the systems are in performance management systems, so there's a record kind of in the company of what they've done, but there's really very little noting what they want to do or what their potential is or what they can do. And so we hear that a lot from this group. So this group of students are people who are generally successful in what they've done. They've worked for 13 or 14 years. They've managed staff, but they're kind of reaching a plateau in their company, and that's why they're coming back to do this program to kind of break through that ceiling. And I think a big part of this program is signaling to the companies that they're working for, but also to other employers that they're keen and eager to take on more responsibility. So I think in some ways one of the biggest challenges the employees face is being able to raise their own profile and then being able to stand up and identify themselves as wanting to take on more challenges. And I think that's a really hard thing to do. And the feedback that we get from companies is that they want teams. They want people to be able to work on teams, lead teams, sometimes be a subject matter expert, and they want to be able to deploy different teams on different projects. And I think that's one of the reasons why we really focused in on the team aspect of this program, because with that framework and those skills, you should be able to go and really develop your teams in your own company or in the company you're working for. That will also help you raise your profile significantly in the group. And hopefully remove some of those barriers to progression. And
regardless of the personality types, like you know that these are the personality types, this is what you should expect from them. But on the same time, you're learning how to deal with them. And can bring the synergy and the harmony in the team instead of just developing the conflict and part your ways, right? Exactly. So you have been forced into a situation where you have to deal with the personalities, but it is not just that you have forced into a situation, you have provided with the tools to be able to deal with those personalities. That's the best part, right? So I really like it. I'm enjoying it a lot. You can see my excitement,
I'm glad to hear that.
That's really nice. And I'm really, okay, so the point which you raised that graduates, because throughout the program, and that's a huge question then, we are developing the leadership skills, we are developing the management skills, we are developing the innovative mindsets. we are developing this strategical thinking,
Yeah.
right? So after all that, if a person, a graduate who's full ready and they're fully equipped to implement and to do like bring a huge change to the organization, and they practically can use these skill sets to bring it to the next levels or so on, and they don't get the freedom to work.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to understand, being from my perspective,
Sure.
when I will be on their boat, like on the same situation after 17 months or maybe before that.
Yeah.
So how will I feel? Like it will create a lot of so how can we handle it? Will you be preparing us to face the situation as well? That's my next question.
So I think the support service that we have is career services. We have career services here at Queen's and then also at Cornell. So you have access to both of the career services. And really, one of the most important things about developing your career is raising your profile and connecting with people. So everything that they'll tell you is that most jobs are actually granted or given through connections. And I think it's something like 75% jobs are never advertised, right?
Yes.
So it's all about being able to really reach out and identify and explain to others what you want to do. And that's what we try to do. And we can do that through our alumni network, through your connections, through the just being a student in the program. We would encourage you to reach out to people who have graduated from the program, asking for informational interviews, like for example, go for a coffee or have a telephone call. And you'd be surprised how open they are to having those conversations.
I'm noticing that.
And that's how we see people moving through the company. So last year, for example, I can think of one student who worked in our program for Amazon, and she hired 3 people. She was in higher